What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. We're going to be building a Python script today. We're going to be looking at how we can hash passwords. So to do that, we're going to create a simple script that's just going to take an input. It's going to leverage BCrypt to encrypt the script for us. Then we'll verify the password to make sure that it matches what's been saved. So let's jump into it. We'll start importing our libraries. So the first one we're going to import is BCrypt. Next one we will need is getPass, so that we can input passwords in the most secure way that we can. So within BCrypt we're going to be leveraging GenSalt. I should probably also make a quick call out that if you don't currently have BCrypt installed, you're going to want to install that using pip. So just pip install BCrypt and you will be on your way. So the next thing we're going to do is put together our function for generating a salt and a hash based on an input string. So a salt is a random string of characters that's added to a password before it gets hashed. It serves a couple of sort of cybersecurity purposes. We won't go sort of down that rabbit hole today, but we use it when we're generating our hash. So let's define BCrypt hash, and we'll take the input string. Now within that, we want to generate our salt. So salt equals bcrypt.genSalt. And then using that, we will create our hashed password. So hashed password is bcrypt.hashpw, so hash password. We'll take the input string and we will encode in UTF-8 and we will leverage our salt. Excellent, and then the return from this is going to be the hashed password. So all great, we can hash the password, but we're going to need to grab the password from the user to start off with. So we'll start with input underscore string or str equals getPass dot getPass, enter a password to hash. Now when we use getPass here, what that's going to mean is that when we see our input, unlike a standard input with Python where you're able to see the text that's being typed in, with getPass we just see a blank sort of input area. So as you start typing, you're not actually going to start seeing any characters appear, not even asterisks or anything that might indicate how many characters exist within the password. So in doing this, if you were to be creating an app that required a login, this would give you that additional layer of security that if someone's looking over the shoulders, they're not going to be able to be like, oh, okay, I know that their password is 10 characters long. So now we've grabbed that, we're going to create and print our hash. So hash underscore value equals bcrypt underscore hash. So calling our function there with input string being sent across. And we're going to print out our hash. So we'll say our bcrypt hash. We're going to do this really just because it'll let us see everything in operation. Ideally, you'd probably take that and you'd store it somewhere, and then you'd be able to have that stored password in a hash. So now we're going to validate the original password against the hash to see if it works. So let's define our function for verify password. We'll take our stored hash and our input string. And we will return bcrypt check pw input string.encode UTF -8. And we'll check the password against stored hash. Excellent. So now we can run our test verification. So we will say stored hash equals hash underscore value. And then we are going to take our, well, now we are going to define a separate input string. So input string equals get pass dot get pass. Enter the same password to verify. So we've taken our original hash, we've set it as the stored value. Now we're requesting the password to be re-entered. Now we will go if verify password stored hash input string. So if that's going to return true for us, we will print password verified successfully. Yay. Otherwise, we will print password verification has failed. Alright, now that is pretty much it. Let's give it a run and see how we get on. Python pi hash.py, enter the password to hash. So I'll type something in there. Oh, we've got an error. The name BCrypt underscore hash is not defined. Did you mean BCrypt has? So what line are we seeing that on? Line 12. Let's jump down to line 12. Hash value equals BCrypt underscore hash, and we take in the input string. So we're calling our function there, and we've called our function BCrypt underscore has. But we want hash. So let's save that and try again. Alright, now we'll type in a password. Now we're seeing an error on line 12 calling that again. And looks like line 5 we've called BCrypt, not BCrypt. Save. So a lot of typos today. Sadly not too uncommon. Let's try again. Excellent. Alright, so we've typed in our password. We've got the hash back for that. Let's revalidate. And we can see that the password has been successfully verified. So let me try again and we'll intentionally fail this time. Password verification has failed. Alright, wonderful. So a nice simple one there for you today, leveraging BCrypt to generate a secure hash for if you want to be storing passwords. Storing passwords, always a reasonably risky thing to do. There's plenty of services out there that are able to manage that for you, but if you do need to be generating hashes for your passwords, then this is a pretty decent option for how to do it. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, drop a like, leave a comment. Feedback always welcome. If you like what's been going on here, feel free to subscribe, maybe hit the little bell icon if you want to stay up to date with what's going on. All that's super helpful for me here today. I'm still getting started here with the YouTube thing, so any feedback, any engagement, really appreciate it. Until next time, have a good one.